Mengumumkan ketibaan yang amat berhormat Perdana Menteri Malaysia.
请全体起立。让我们用最热烈的掌声欢迎
Yang amat berhormat Perdana Menteri Malaysia diiringi Yang amat berhormat Kedua Menteri Melaka.
让我们就用最热烈的掌声欢迎尊敬的马来西亚首相拿督斯里纳吉先生。莅临会场。好，请大家持续用掌声欢迎首相的莅临。
Mengumumkan ketibaan yang amat berhormat Perdana Menteri Malaysia diiringi yang amat berhormat Kedua Menteri Melaka.
请全体起立，恭请马来西亚首相拿督斯里纳吉先生、马六甲州首席部长拿督阿里先生及贵宾移步至主席台。
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, negaraku.
唱马来西亚国歌。
Yang amat berhormat Datuk Seri Utama Muhammad Najib bin Tun Haji Abdul Razak, Perdana Menteri Malaysia. Yang amat berhormat Datuk Seri Haji Muhammad Ali bin Muhammad Rustam, Ketua Menteri Melaka. Yang berhormat Datuk Wira Haji Osman bin Muhammad, Speaker Dewan Undangan Negeri Melaka. Yang berhormat Datuk Wira Omar bin Kasih, Setiausaha Kerajaan Negeri Melaka. Ahli-ahli mesyuarat Kerajaan Negeri Melaka, ahli-ahli Dewan Undangan Negeri Melaka. Venerable Professor Master Ching Kung, Honorable Chairman Malaysian Academy of Han Studies. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Lee Kim Yew, President Malaysian Academy of Han Studies. Yang berbahagia Mr. Ng Kim Swan, Timbalan President Malaysian Academy of Han Studies. Mr. Wong Yat Fai, Ahli Lembaga Pengarah Akademi. Yang berbahagia Datuk Jimmy Ng Keng Ju, Pengarah Executive Academy. Yang berbahagia Madam Alice Wong Chu Yun, Pengarah Executive Academy, Ketua-Ketua Jabatan Negeri dan Persekutuan, Dev-Dev terhormat, media-media, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan sekalian. Salam sejahtera dan selamat petang diucapkan.
尊敬的马来西亚首相拿督斯里纳吉阁下，尊敬的马六甲首席部长拿督斯里阿里茹斯坦先生，尊敬的马来西亚中央及州政府各级官员，尊敬的马来西亚汉学院名誉主席释净空老教授，尊敬的所有关注和支持马来西亚汉学院海内外嘉宾，尊敬的各位朋友、女士们、先生们，大家下午好。
Bagi pihak Presiden dan Ahli Lembaga Pengarah Malaysian Academy of Han Studies, Majlis mengalu-alukan kehadiran tuan-tuan dan puan-puan di Majlis Pecah Tanah Rasmi Akademi oleh Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri Malaysia. Kami mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Utama Muhammad Najib kerana telah sudi meluangkan masa untuk bersama kami pada hari yang sungguh bermakna dan bersejarah ini. Ini adalah satu penghormatan yang tidak akan dilupakan. Kami juga mengucapkan terima kasih kepada Yang Amat Berhormat Ketua Menteri Melaka.
Malaysia 汉学院动土典礼仪式现在正式开始。参加本次动土典礼的有来自15个国家和地区的上千名代表，让我们对他们的到来表示最热烈的欢迎。
Di antara para hadirin hari ini termasuk ramai yang telah datang dari negara-negara lain. May I say a special welcome to our guests who have flown in, especially from China, Indonesia, Brunei, Singapore, Hong Kong, Macau, Australia, the Philippines, Japan, among others. These supporters have personally benefited from studies in similar centers in their own countries and come from all walks of life, from business and community leaders to parents and families of the students. They are here to celebrate with us the teaching of traditional values, the building blocks of a good life to our future generation.
除了马来西亚本地的嘉宾之外，还有来自中国、日本、新加坡等世界各地的来宾和朋友。
Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri, Yang Amat Berhormat Ketua Menteri, untuk membuka tirai, Majlis menjemput Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Lee Kim Yew untuk menyampaikan ucapan aluan.
首先，让我们用热烈的掌声恭请尊敬的马来西亚汉学院总裁丹斯里李金友先生致欢迎词。
Selamat petang, good afternoon. 大家下午好。 Wanakkam, Saksiraka, Satu Malaysia. Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Najib bin Tun Razak, Perdana Menteri Malaysia. Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Muhammad Ali Rustam, Chief Minister of Malacca, Ali Esko, and all the friends from over the world. Good afternoon again. Before I give my welcome speech, I hope all of you give me a cooperation, standing up by giving a standing what I call round of applause, but not to Yang Amat Berhormat, our Prime Minister, but to someone else. Can you stand up? I think I would like everyone to pay our respect, tribute to our late Tun Abdul Razak, the father of our beloved Prime Minister. Thank you. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we are getting here all about today, about individual value, family value. I was so touched by the message by our Yang Amat Berhormat, our Prime Minister, the message we give it to the Han Academy. And just now when he walked in, there's a lady approached him with a picture and his father in 1960. So, ladies and gentlemen, we must thank Tun Abdul Razak, who have not only served our country, but give us a very outstanding individual, our beloved Prime Minister. Please give another round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm always asked by a lot of foreigners. He said, what is all about one Malaysia? So, my answer to them is very simple. I said, don't spell one Malaysia as O-N-E-M-A-L-A-Y-S-I-A and one. You spell one Malaysia as L-O-V-E. That one Malaysia is a love that our sixth Prime Minister given to our beloved country. Do you agree with me? Now, some people might give opposition what I said, but I want to tell you, I say this, I'd like to thanks for giving this opportunity to say what from my bottom of my heart. I have observed our Prime Minister since he take office, the way he worked, the way he planned, he charted every course for this country. And especially last few months, all his policy and all his thing is really, very good for Malaysia. Do you agree with me? So today, once again, why we are here? To launch this Han Malaysia Han Academy study. And when we have our body get sick, we go to the doctor. But we often ask, when our society falling sick, where the society to go? Society as a big block. Where the society to go? And the answer is only one. That is education. And this is why today we are here to have this groundbreaking of the Han Academy. Besides the Prime Minister, which I like to pay tribute, I must also take this opportunity to introduce our beloved teacher. Today, we didn't call him Master Ching Kong. Today, he's on the stage. We call him Professor Ching Kong. Which is, he is graciously to take up the position as an honorary president of this institute. And this is really a big deal for all of us. As Professor Jin Kong, wherever he go, he do three things. One, he promote the Buddha's teaching. Second, he promote the multicultural, multi-religious interaction. And third, he believe in education. He think today, to solve the human problem, we have to start from the root. That is education from family. And that is education from our religious. And education from our school. So, with his guidance and with a lot of people's help, that's why we all can be gathered here today to have this groundbreaking ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not done my duty without introduce some of my board members who have made this possible for today. So I hope when I mention their name, you can help me to give a big round of applause to them. First, to Mr. Ng Kim Suan, he's from Singapore. And of course, we have a very strong lady, Alice Wong Chiu Yin. He's also a good friend of my wife. And now, of course, none others, a very famous Malacca figure, Mr. Elmer Tan. And also my good friend, I was not so good to him, so close to him, that after we all know he come and know master, we become very close friends. Dato' Jimmy Ng. And also we got one board member, Mr. Hu, he's from Beijing, he's not able to make it today. So ladies and gentlemen, please give my board member a big round of applause. Dr. Sri, Chief Minister, I will on behalf of the board just read the Han Institute's objective and then I will end my speech. Our objective, first, is to build a society that is moral, principled, and respectful of one another, so our communities remain safe and secure. To ensure that technological and scientific development in the state of Malacca, as well as the rest of Malaysia, progress along the side moral and ethical development. In order to create a society that is knowledgeable, peaceful, and honest and safe. Second, to inspire individuals to have moral values, to discipline, punctual, and able to solve personal problems rationally. Individuals who will be responsible for their community and environment. Third, to encourage mastery of the fine art, strengthen cultural development and the spirit of healthier living. Fourth, to inculcate the practice continuous learning in individuals so there is balance between the desire for individual improvement and the development of the self by upholding ethical values and beliefs. Fifth, to mold individuals who are ready to defend themselves and protect others who are weaker. Of course, this is our vision, and then we commit today to build this Han Academy. Thank you. Firstly, please allow me to speak a few words of Mandarin for the benefit of some of our overseas Chinese audience. 首先，我请大家再以一次最真诚、最热烈的掌声呢，来恭迎我们的首相，还有我们释金通教授，还有首席部长。天行健，君子以自强不息。这一句话是我常常呢跟马来西亚的我们的同胞呢共享的。可是刚刚我也说到了， 我们的身体如果病了，我们可以去找医生。可是当我们的社会病了，我们找谁好呢？那么答案只有一个，我们只能够找教育。这也就是释金通老教授他行脚所到之处，他就是推崇3样事情。第一样就是大乘佛法，第二件事就是宗教和谐，第3桩事情就是教育。他认为宗教呢就是最主要的这个教育。他认为宗教就是最主要的、最重要的教育。那么办这个汉学院呢，我要在这里跟马来西亚的华裔同胞呢共享一下。那么他认为3个根很重要。现在的很多教育都先很注重果实跟花朵，而忘了扎根的教育。他说第一个根呢，佛教的根是13业道；第二个根呢，道的根呢是太上感应篇；第3个就是儒家的《弟子规》。所以在7、8年前，大概很多校长、很多老师，你们的孩子都有接受《弟子规》吗？有吗？有吗？有的话，请给释金通老教授。那我就是在他受他影响之下，那么我们来推动这个。所以我希望这个汉学院呢，不是属于我们董事局的，这个汉学院呢是属于希望可以造出一个榜样给全世界人看。所以我希望大家来共襄盛举，好不好？那么第二，我要跟我们的同胞，就是我们的华裔同胞，我常常跟很多人说，就好像说我们要说宗教团结，我说宗教团结必须要做到3件事情。第一件事情呢，一定要有自责的精神。我们有什么事情，我们要有自责的精神，不是什么东西都要怪到别人家身上。第二桩事情呢，我们就要互相的学习。那么我们如果不互相学习别人的文化、别人的宗教，我们一直很傲慢的高高自大，以为我们自己的族群、自己的宗教最好，结果我们看到的反而是有退步的地方。那第3件事情呢，最重要的就是什么事情我们不是说了就算，我们要真正的做。那么所以我希望这个汉学院的建立呢，可以得到马来西亚尤其今天在座诸位新的华裔同胞，我们今天在座有了很多来自华社的精英分子。刚刚我就看到张文强先生在这里，给他一个掌声。还有我们的丹穗那度陈清水，我的好朋友在这里。还有很多不知名的华教的忠贞分子，我希望这个汉学院可以得到你们热烈的支持。所以最后，我刚刚念我们董事的时候灯光太暗，可能我老了，我漏了一个很重要的名字，就是我们的董事局主席，还有就是王义飞先生。I'm getting old. I left one of my board members' name. Mr. Wang Yifei. He's from Hong Kong. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. 谢谢 Lumba Nandi. Terima kasih banyak-banyak.
Terima kasih Tan Sri Lee Kim Yew.
感谢李金友先生的致辞。
Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker and the man who really started this entire idea of this academy has said many times that the cultural belief that had enabled China to sustain 5,000 years of civilization was education is primary in the building of nation and the government of its people. Teaching people to restore their faith in humanity will enable peace to prevail. It is my great honor and pleasure to call upon the Venerable Professor Jin Kung.
接下来 让我们用热烈的掌声，恭请尊敬的马来西亚汉学院名誉主席释净空老教授致辞。
尊敬的马来西亚首相纳吉措相，尊敬的马六甲首席部长阿里部长，尊敬的马六甲州议会议长，尊敬的马六甲州政府秘书，尊敬的马六甲各政府执行的官员，尊敬的马六甲州议会议员，尊敬的来自全世界15个国家地区的同学们朋友们，大家好。今天可以说是我最欢喜的、最多少年来向往的一桩事情，能够在马六甲落实，这就是汉学院。70年代，英国汉英比博士说过，如果要解决21世纪社会问题，只有中国孔孟学说跟大乘佛法。这个话是英国人说的，他说的非常好，他看得非常清楚，看得非常透彻，真的把这个社会的弊病说出来。他是一位专门研究文化的历史哲学家。那么今天社会问题越来越多了，地球灾变频率也越来越多。那么这些根本的原因呢，只有一个，中国古人所说的家不齐，社会乱了，子不教，小朋友不教，人心坏了。这两句话在现前社会里面我们完全看到。拯救的方法许许多多人在研究。最近这个10年，我参加了许多次联合国主导的和平会议，多少专家在寻求方法，找不到一个适当的东西。我有机会参加这些活动，做了多少次的主题报告，把中国5000年长治久安的经验跟大家讲解，大家听了很欢喜，说你讲得很好，但是这个是理想不能落实。这个给我很沉痛的一个打击，这就是我们的信心失掉了。我们对古人没有信心，对祖宗没有信心，对圣贤没有信心，对宗教没有信心，这就是造成今天整个世界混乱真正的原因。所以我们要回头，世界动乱了，我们找谁呀？我找老祖宗啊。像小朋友他有了问题了，他就找他爸爸妈妈。我们现在社会出了问题，只有去找老祖宗。老祖宗有智慧帮助我们解决。这是真的，不是假的。所以在中国，尤其是他们的提倡孔孟学说跟大乘佛法。我曾经2次访问伦敦， 访问他们的汉学中心，牛津大学、剑桥大学跟这个伦敦大学，跟他们的研究生交流，跟他们的教授们交流，我提出来，我说汤恩比的话，你们能相信吗？这个不需要问别人，因为他们是专门研究汉学，我向他请教，他们没有表态，不否定也不承认，我反过来问他，我说汤恩比有没有说错？他们也对着我笑。最后我告诉大家，我说汤恩比说的话没错，而是我们解读错误了，我们解读错了，我们今天提到儒释道，大家都会想到这些重要的典籍，这是他的成果成就。可是我们疏忽了儒释道的根，所以儒的根是《弟子规》，道的根是《感应篇》，佛的根是十善业道，这是很小很小的东西，教小朋友。可是大家都疏忽了。如果这个教育要能够普及到全世界，社会会安定，社会会和平，人民会幸福所以只要我们能够把古圣先贤的教学找回来，我们的社会有救，我们的地球有救在去年8月，这个世界上有一些科学家在悉尼开会他们第一天的会议是最新的科学报告，量子力学家做的报告。这些报告与佛经上讲的越来越接近所以我们有理由相信佛教再过个20年30年，它不是宗教，它变成高等科学和高等哲学会被大家普遍的接受那么第二天呢，讨论的就是灾难问题2012年玛雅预言的灾难，大家都非常担心美国布莱登博士在大会发言告诉我，他说这并不是可怕的事情，而是一种转机。如果地球上的居民能够弃恶扬善，改邪归正，端正心念，不但灾难可以化解而且会把地球带上更好的走向，这是非常值得兴奋那么今天不但学术需要发扬光大，最重要的是要一个试验点，没有试验点很难让人相信所以我过去在汤池办的这个文化教育中心是为联合国这些会友们办的，他们没有信心，我们办的意外的成就我们预想应该是2、3年才会有成绩表现，没有想到不到4个月成绩卓著人的良心换出来了。当时我们非常惊讶，人民怎么是这么好教的这证明了2句话，中国人常讲的人性本善，这证明了人民是很好教的，就是没人教他虽然呢这是办了3年由于国家政策的关系我们最后还是停办了那么将来呢也有可能恢复可是这个事情被我们但是李金友先生知道，他一个晚上没睡觉，第二天来找我，他说我们这个中心能不能不关闭？我说不可以，我们决定要服从国家命令中国在历史上曾经有3次三武灭法，佛教徒都听从，没有反抗，没有意见所以第2个皇帝起来之后，这佛教徒这么好这个佛教立刻就复兴了都被人认同了所以我们不能够违背历史的教训 我们要接受政府的命令我们做一个好公民、好国民那么他告诉我的时候，他说搬家行不行？我说搬到哪里呀？那搬到马来西亚了呀？我说行吗？我不敢相信没想到他向马来西亚政府教育部注册好像不到2个星期就批准了。这个事情让我们非常非常的惊讶所以我们中心一部分最优秀的老师都转移到这边来所以我就常常想到我2次访问伦敦欧洲的汉学中心确实已经衰了那么在全世界最有条件的就是马来西亚马来西亚有600万华侨，它有1000多所华校小学，有60多个中学而且呢马来西亚的华侨非常团结他们的校长职工会我非常敬佩曾经派了500多人到汤池去受训，所以他们对于汤池这个经验非常的丰富，而且呢热烈的支持所以这个地区是最适当孕育中国传统文化再度的复兴我们又得到首相的支持还有前首相马哈蒂长老的支持，都是我们非常真心鼓舞所以我们感恩我们感谢真主来护持这一个传统文化让这个传统文化能够在马来西亚兴旺起来，马来西亚带动了全世界安定和平我们当年这个办学成就之后，在联合国办了一个大型的活动把这个成绩向联合国做出8个小时的报告，3天的展览，在联合国192个国家的大使代表都愿意到汤池去考察、去参观、去学习这个是这个震动的一时我们相信将来应该是许许多多国家地区爱好和平的人都会到马六甲来学习马六甲会变成世界和平的中心点所以这个有真主保佑，有各国宗教的神明保佑这个地方不会有灾难希望大家认真努力的学习我们感谢首相支持，感谢马六甲的首长感谢马来西亚国际领导人感激马来西亚的人民我们共同来努力，希望这个汉学能够真正有成绩拿出来，带给全世界的安定和平。谢谢大家，非常谢谢。
Thank you very much, Venerable Professor Chin Kung. And we truly, truly hope and pray that the dream of Professor Chin Kung and Tan Sri Lee Kim Yu will come true.
感谢施清空老教授对我们的勉励和期许。
Ladies and gentlemen, before we invite our guest of honor to speak, your host, Tan Sri Lee Kim Yu, has asked me to recite a poem written by our Prime Minister after his first 100 days as our Prime Minister, which really does have a lot of meaning for what we are trying to do here today. The poem is called Harapan. Allow me to read it. Di wajah suci anak-anak ini, kulihat sinar. Di hati murni mereka terpahat sebuah impian. Andai sengketa membelenggu sesama, andai kerakusan menguasai kita, kemanakan tumpah harapan mereka? Karena di bahu kitalah terpikul segunung amanah. Di jemala kita terjunjung selaut ikrar, melunas sumpah, menunai janji. Ayuhlah, rakan dan taulan, sahabat dan saingan, lupakan beda, lebihkan menerima. Bertatihlah bersamaku, kita berjalan seiringan, kita melangkah sehaluan. Satu suara, satu impian, satu harapan, satu Malaysia.
在我们有请尊敬的马来西亚首相纳吉先生致辞之前，李金友先生请我转达一首首相先生写的一首诗。我们承载着孩子的明天和未来，为了他们的幸福，让我们求大同，存小异，一个声音，一个梦想，一个希望，一个马来西亚。
It is my singular honor and privilege now to invite Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Utama Muhammad Najib Tun Abdul Razak, our Prime Minister, to address us.
接下来，让我们用最热烈的掌声，恭请尊敬的马来西亚首相拿督斯里纳吉先生致辞。
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera dan salam ikut Malaysia. Yang berhormat Datuk Seri Ali Rastam, Ketua Menteri Melaka, yang saya hormati Profesor Chin Kung, Pengurusi Kehormat Malaysia Academy of Han Studies, yang berbahagia Tan Sri Lee Kim Yew, Pengurusi Malaysia Academy of Han Studies, ahli-ahli yang berhormat, ahli-ahli lembaga pengarah akademi, DP jemputan, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang saya hormati sekalian. Lebih dahulu izinkan saya mengucap banyak terima kasih kepada pihak Academy of Han Studies Malaysia kerana telah sudi menjemput saya untuk menyempurnakan majlis pecah tanah pada petang ini. Saya amat gembira kerana dapat bersama-sama dengan tuan-tuan dan puan-puan pada petang ini yang saya anggap sebagai satu majlis yang amat bersejarah kerana ini menandakan permulaan satu usaha dan satu perjalanan yang sangat bermakna bukan sahaja pada Melaka dan Malaysia, bahkan untuk dunia. Ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to be able to officiate the groundbreaking ceremony at the future site of Malaysian Academy of Han Studies. This event becomes so much more meaningful because many of you have turned up to be part of this historic event. And I am truly delighted there is such strong support for an education concept that promotes not only education but also the practicality of knowledge and values education to bring happiness and peace to humanity and to lives of people. Like many of you, I was intrigued by the notion of Han studies. What can we learn from the Han civilization and cultures that we do not know already? Can the ancient teachings be applied in today's society? Obviously, the answer is in the affirmative. Han is an ethnic identity that encompasses 94% of the population of mainland China, making it the largest ethnic group on earth. Historically, the Han dynastic period is considered the golden age of Chinese history. As such, the amount of knowledge and insight that can be drawn from Han studies is simply enormous. In particular, Han studies can provide philosophical knowledge on human conduct with a focus on virtuousness and respect amongst mankind, which to my mind is greatly needed in this day and age. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been said that the most important element in our lives is education. In fact, some leaders have coined the phrase education, education, and education. But I'd like to go one step further. It is not just education. It must be education with character. Because knowledge without wisdom, knowledge without values, and knowledge without conscience can sometimes be a very dangerous thing. Therefore, we need not only to pass to our younger generation, our children and our grandchildren, to educate them, to make them feel that the sky is the limit, to motivate them, to make them persevere, to make them want to seek and search for excellence. But we also need to educate them. We do not want an academic person. What we want is truly an educated person. Since I am in Malacca, and this is a historic city of Malacca. In fact, the Chief Minister reminds me that the whole of Malacca is a city. I'm not quite sure how we come to that conclusion. But Malacca is historic because we can learn from the past history of Malacca. As a matter of coincidence, just before coming here, I officiated at the World Junior and Cadet Karate Championship. And the president of the World Karate Federation is a Spanish man by the name of Mr. Antonio. Just as well, he's not a Portuguese, but a Spanish or a Spaniard. And I told Mr. Antonio that there is a huge difference between the experience that we encountered in our history when Admiral Cheng He or Cheng Ho, he is normally known as, came to Malacca in the 15th century. He came with 28,000 soldiers and 317 ships. But he came with a mission, and that mission was to spread goodwill between China or the Chinese world and the Malay world at that time. He came with a hand of friendship. He came to spread goodwill. He came not to conquer, but to build a lasting friendship with the Malay Sultan then and the Malay people. He even brought a present in the form of a Chinese princess to be bequeathed to the Sultan at that time. But later on, the Portuguese came with just a few ships, maybe 3 or so ships, but they came to destroy, and they came to conquer, they came to colonize and to subjugate the people of Malacca. Therein lies the difference. We had the biggest power on earth at that time. Admiral Cheng He could easily have conquered the Malay world if he had wanted to. But instead, he came with a hand of friendship to trade with the Malay world, to build friendship. He had the knowledge to destroy us or to destroy the Malacca Sultanate at that time. But he chose not to destroy. He chose to work together. He chose to collaborate. He chose the hand of friendship. Why? He had the power. He had the strength. He had the resources. He had the ships and the men. But Admiral Cheng He and the Chinese people had the wisdom, had the values and the character. They believed that they will be seen as coming from a great civilization if they came not to conquer, but instead if they came with a hand of friendship. So that's a very clear example, a very vivid example, especially in the context of Malacca and our history. The difference, if you have power, you have knowledge, but you do not have values, and you don't have the right kind of character. I believe that Han Academy of Han Studies will provide exactly this what is required to build a stronger and better society. Because societies worldwide are facing tremendous challenges. Some societies are broken. Some societies are indeed sick. Not even broken, but worse than that, they are sick. The Prime Minister of Great Britain, Mr. David Cameron, spoke in this manner in the aftermath of the London riots, and when he said that there are elements in our society that are not only sick, they are not only broken, but they are indeed sick. And that's coming from a country that is supposed to be the cradle of modern democracy. Even if you are democratic, but if you do not build the strong fabric of a society, you will get riots, and you will get the Prime Minister of the country calling his own society as a sick society. So what is needed is to impart values. I was given this book about the imperial compilation on the principles of governance by Professor Chin Kung when he came to my house recently with Mr. Elmatan. And he told me that I should study this, and it will help me as a leader of the nation. He told me that the important thing about leadership is that you must develop a certain values as a leader, amongst which is that you must show sincerity, respect, and humility. These are some of the teachings of the great Chinese civilization that we can learn from them. We should not be too arrogant or self-conceited to want to learn from others, especially when Prophet Muhammad ﷺ himself said, "Seek knowledge even to China." And that saying enjoins us to learn about how great civilizations have developed over centuries. And these are values that leaders, ministers and officials need to show, because that will help us execute sound policies for the benefit of the people. Then that's exactly what I had in mind when I championed the concept and philosophy of One Malaysia People First Performance Now. I believe that if all Malaysians come together, if we work together, and we feel that we are part of a bigger family, and we have one vision, and we have a sense that we are one people, one nation, one Malaysia, then Malaysia is well on its way to becoming a great nation. I believe there is greatness in store for us, for all Malaysians. We are a blessed nation. God has given us so much. Let us put to good use the fortune that we have been bequeathed by God by showing that we as Malaysians can rise above some of the problems that can make us feel that we are apart from one another. Let us try to break down the walls that separate us. Let us try to join hands, because there is so much we can show the world. Master Chin Kung said in his speech that this Academy of Han Studies is not about Malacca, it's not about Malaysia, it's about the world. It's about how we can put this Academy of Han Studies in Malaysia, in Malacca, and have it as a beacon of light for all humanity. Let all Malaysians show the world. Let us show the way. And in our society, multi-ethnic, multiculturalism, multi-religious society, but we can all come together as one Malaysia. So I am delighted that is the beginning of the establishment of this Academy of Han Studies. I believe it will be like a magnet. It will attract scholars from all over the world. They will study about the Chinese civilization, its history, but at the same time, we would also study about Malaysia and the Malaysian people. We will foster deeper links between the Chinese world and the Malay world. And rightfully, it should be cited in Malacca, because Malacca is where it all began for Malaysia. I believe with the right set of values, the right attitude, the right worldview, and a positive outlook towards life, no obstacle cannot be surmountable. We can overcome all challenges if we Malaysians join hands together. If we close ranks, if we believe in the concept of one Malaysia, if you throw your weight behind the government today, I promise you, I will deliver a better future for all Malaysians. Thank you. Sia-sia. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Prime Minister. We can ask you to just remain on stage, please, before you return to your seat.
感谢首相先生。
Dr. Sri, before we invite you not to remain, not to return to your seat yet, because we are now going to invite the Venerable Professor Chin Kung to create a calligraphy, especially to commemorate this event, and we invite all our guests on stage to observe the Master.
接下来，让我们恭请主席台上就座的各位贵宾共同见证。恭请马来西亚名誉主席释净空老教授为马来西亚汉学院题写校名。好，莲花。好，我们主席台上的莲花正在盛开。
And now we'd like to invite our Prime Minister to place his seal on this calligraphy painting as a mark of his endorsement for the Academy.
为了表达对马来西亚汉学院的支持，马来西亚首相拿督斯里纳吉先生接下来将亲自为马来西亚汉学院校名题字授印。
We need the microphone.
我同意。
There is Saya Sokong. Yang Berhormat Perdana Menteri
让我们
memberi pengiktirafan.
让我们共同记住并见证这历史性的一刻。
There you are, ladies and gentlemen, the Malaysian Academy of Han Studies.
这就是我们马来西亚汉学院的校名题字。
Terima kasih. Thank you to our Prime Minister.
感谢纳吉首相。
And we now like to invite our guests to move to the center of the stage, where we will invite the Venerable Professor Chin Kung to present a gift of appreciation to the Prime Minister. We actually have two gifts, that is three. The first is a traditional Chinese musical instrument called the pipa, which symbolizes that we must always seek the moderate way. If the strings are too tight, it will break. If they are too loose, it cannot be played. There will be no sound.
马来西亚汉学院名誉主席释净空老教授向纳吉首相赠送纪念品琵琶，代表着我们凡事要持中道，不能过紧，也不能过松。
The second gift is a scroll with paper, the art of paper cutting, done by the Muslim community in Ningxia in China. And this message is luck and blessing.
另外一幅来自来自回族的剪纸，一幅福字，来自中国宁夏的回族剪纸。
Thank you very much, Yang Berhormat. And now we invite all 7 of our guests on stage to move now to the podium for the official groundbreaking ceremony of the Malaysian Academy of Han Studies.
接下来有请主席台上的全体嘉宾移步到马来西亚汉学院模型展台。请全体起立。
And we would like to invite our Prime Minister and Professor Chin Kung to press the button together to officially do the groundbreaking ceremony.
接下来让我们恭请马来西亚首相拿督斯里纳吉先生和释净空老教授亲自启动马来西亚汉学院模型。
gentlemen, we introduce to you the model of the Malaysian Academy of Han Studies here in Malacca, Malaysia, which we hope will bring peace to the world.
我们希望马来西亚汉学院能带给世界和平、安定。
The song you hear has the message for the civilization of mankind, tradition of fire from our forefathers, regardless of race, religion or creed. We shall seek peace and prosperity for our people, for our country, and for the world. We will live harmoniously together for the good of our children and our children's children. There will be a better tomorrow and future for them.
您现在听到的这首背景音乐，名字叫做《皇帝颂》，它的歌词大意是：天地玄黄，东方曙光，和平天下，国运兴昌，和睦百姓，社稷安康，护佑子孙，永续辉煌。
Sekali lagi, ribuan terima kasih diucapkan. A very, very big thank you to Yang Amat Berhormat, the Prime Minister of Malaysia. Thank you also to Yang Amat Berhormat, the Chief Minister of Malacca. And thank you to the Venerable Professor Chin Kung.
接下来，让我们用最热烈的掌声恭送纳吉首相及释净空老教授，还有全体的贵宾们离席。
Announcing the departure of Yang Amat Berhormat, the Prime Minister of Malaysia.